Well, the people have spoken. Republicans are wrong to shy away from Tea Party candidates. According to our foxbusiness.com/Cavuto poll, 95% say Republicans are wrong on that. Only 4% think that they're not. But here, one Republican that is not wrong, according to Monica from Oak Park, California. She writes, "Thank you so much for having Governor Chris Christie on. As often as you do, he makes me miss New Jersey. I wish we had a candidate for governor in California like him. Nice weather, bad government." foxbusiness.com/Cavuto to send us your sentiments. Well, we told you this would be a rough marriage. Last night's official icy response from the Republican National Senatorial Party to Christine O'Donnell proved it. The GOP kind of coming back to its senses today, but damage done. And maybe for the markets going forward, confusion on? Let's ask Mike Norman, Jonathan Honig, and Lizzie McDonald. Lizzie, what do you think?
You know what I think is that, maybe some of these, I think honestly, some of these Tea Party candidates are unfixable. To say they're politically incorrect is likely an understatement. But some of them are can be groomed, can be made ready for debates, can be polished. Look,
I wouldn't groom them, I wouldn't polish them, I wouldn't do anything.
Well, they would have to be able to go through a withering debate scenario.
No, they would
pre-election. Because look what's happened other than. But wait, let me finish. But we've got now. Look at the Democrat side. We have Alvin Green, who's basically facing a felony charge for showing up. He's a Democrat out of
That's what
South
they should
Carolina.
say. We're not Alvin Green.
Well, yeah, he's shown for showing pornography to a college student. We've got possibly Democrat Jim Traficant running again. So on both sides of the aisle, I say full transparency. Talk it all out. Let it all out.
Jonathan, I'm just the Republicans, they don't know whether to embrace or hate, and I think this is going to blow up on them.
Well, Neil, if they hate, then they're shooting themselves in the foot because witness last night's primaries results. I mean, the Tea Parties are setting the political agenda in this country. We know the Democrats have basically no momentum, and the only momentum the GOP seems to be getting lately is when they co-opt those Tea Party issues. And Liz, respectfully, I don't think there's anything very fringe about capitalism, about individual rights, about liberty.
Now,
those are the issues the Tea Party is running on. That's why they're winning.
That's not what I was talking about, but some of their personal statements and some things that they've said are really, really offensive to some people in the election.
More offensive than Charlie Rangel?
That was my point, too. I say you have full transparency. We need to know everything about all these candidates.
I say bring on the nut brigade. I say bring on those who are like bulls in a china shop, Mike. Call it as they see it, maybe crassly, maybe crudely, but just bring them on because the so-called polished ones, they don't seem to be getting it done.
Well, bring them on, and then I'll tell you something. It's a one-shot deal.
That's really, Mr. Schmitty Pence?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
It's a one-shot deal because, look, if they get into a position to really have an effect on policy, look at what they stand for. Very austere government, kind of rolling back the clock to, I don't know,
what's so wrong with that?
What's so wrong with that? Here's what's wrong with that. They're going to collapse. They're going to trash the economy. They're going to collapse the economy.
Here's a newsflash. The economy is already trashed.
Well, the economy is growing. It could be worse. It could be in the tank. And this is why they're a one-shot deal.
Quick reaction to that. I know you were jumping in.
Well, Mike, they're already having an effect, and I tell you, if not for McCain-Feingold, the campaign finance reform years ago, they'd probably already be running candidates on a national level. So the GOP and the Democrats shouldn't dismiss this true groundswell political movement.
I'll tell you, I'll end up. I don't, for me personally, I'll make a lot of money because I know exactly what to do when they come in.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to short the market. And I'm going to clean up.
Just because Tea Parties are taking charge?
Well, listen to what they stand for. I mean, we cannot go back.
Limited government.
No, they stand for a very austere.
Those are bedrock American issues.
What's reckless? How can you say there's reckless spending when you have a 10% unemployment rate? When you have millions of people.
Despite all that spending.
Where is there reckless? That's like saying you've got an anorexic dying on the hospital bed, and you're saying, well, there's too much fat going in the intravenous tube.
Well, I would never, on that one, I would never say that. Guys, I wish we had more time. Blessedly, we don't. We'll see you tomorrow.